Okay, so I am doing a revised version of the Grand Optimist. Recently, it seems to be the one video that most people are watching. I think it's only got about 10,000 hits, but still, it's something I wanted to revise because the quality of the video originally is not fantastic. So I'm going to do a revised version. I've also, thanks to somebody who helped us out the last time, they gave me a bit of a tip on how to play the section of the song, which is the little slide part, which I couldn't figure out, which is that section there. So I can teach you how to play that as well if you want to learn how to do that. But I'll start off by playing some of the song, and then I'll teach you how to play it. So here we go. So that was it there. That's in a nutshell, I guess. So really, then, to explain to you how to play it, it's quite a simple song, really. It's only got 4 chords, so it's quite easy for beginners, really. To let you know, it's standard tuning. The capo's on the 2nd fret if you want to be in the key of the song on the CD. So the first chord we're going to play is a C. So for those who don't know how to play a C, index finger goes on the B string at the 1st. You've got your middle finger on the D string at the 2nd, and then you've got your ring finger on the A string at the 3rd. So it should sound like that. It might take a bit of practice if you're just starting out, because that is it seems quite a stretch at first when you first start learning. So that's the first chord that you play. So the next chord then is a transition chord, what I call a transition chord. It probably has a name, not that I know it, but what it is your index finger is on the B string at the 1st still, so same place it was for the C chord, and then your middle finger needs to go on the A string at the 2nd fret. So it should sound like that, and you've only got 2 fingers there that are being used. Now on this section there is a hammer-on, which a hammer-on is where you basically hammer onto the string. So you play the string slightly open, and then you hammer on with your pinky finger onto the 3rd fret of the B string, and then you actually have to pull off. So you would play the string when you've got your pinky down and pull off, so then it plays and just basically the note that you hold there with the first with your first finger there. So it will sound like this. I'll try and slow it down. I'll try and pick it because it might be easy to figure out. So you can include that if you want to include it. If you don't, then it's not a big deal, but it does make it sound more like the song, the way that it's played. So then the next chord after you've done that transition, so it'll go like this. And the next chord it goes into is an A minor. So for those who don't know how to play an A minor, again, your first index finger, that is on the B string at the 1st, and then you've got your ring finger and middle finger, and they are actually on the A and the G string at the 2nd. So you should get that sound. So you've got 3 fingers on there. So that's the chords that you play. So all together it should sound like this. Now after you've played the A minor, what you need to do is actually go back up to the transition chord and then go back into C. So you need to kind of play a shorter version of the A minor and prepare to go back into the transition chord, just the 2 fingers again, and and then back into C, and that's what he does in the song. So it'll go like this. And you would play obviously that through the verses until you get to the chorus. Now the chorus is very easy as well, very simple anyway, and all you need to do is take the shape that you played with the C and you move the bass notes up. So you're actually playing the bass notes of a G, but you've got the finger pattern, well, it's still on the B string at the first. So now your ring finger should be on the 3rd fret of the E string, and your middle finger should be on the 2nd fret of the A string. So you'll get that sound. So it should go like, and what it does is alternates between this chord and A minor. So altogether it will go like this. Now there's another few little bits when you're playing those two chords. Now you probably have seen Hammered did some hammer-ons, which again you can play if you want to. And what it is, it's quite easy. Whilst you're playing the chord, you need to take your middle finger off the A string and hammer it back on to the 2nd fret. So it'll go like this. Now also when you get to the A minor, I add it in because it keeps the rhythm of the song. I actually take, halfway through, I take these two fingers off. I keep this one on the B string still, and I actually hammer back on to the A minor chord. So it'll sound like this. Hammer on. And what you're doing is just replicating the same time that you do the hammer on in the song on this chord. You're replicating it by doing the hammer on there. So that's another section. To do the little slide section, you have to be quite quick. I'm probably not even up to scratch on doing it quick enough, but you can actually, if you want to, you can pick the chords and then back into A minor. But you see, you've got to be pretty quick, and as I say, I'm not even probably smooth enough to do it without, well, I'd need a little bit of practice, but again, if you're just starting out, it's not an essential thing. But for the slide section, all you're doing is working between the D and the G string. You want to start off with your middle finger on the 5th fret, and you want to play it and slide it up to the 7th. So once you've slid it up to the 7th, you need to put your index finger back onto you need to put it onto the G string at the 5th. So you need to play that string as well, so it'll go, And once you've done that one, played them two strings, you need to take do the same slide, but now between the 7th and the 9th. And again, apply the index finger on the 7th fret of the G string, so it'll go, and you've got to do it pretty quick, so, and then back into A minor, that's where so it'll go C, transition chord, and then it'll go into this. and then back into A minor. So you can choose to do that if you want to. It's just a little part of the song, but I guess if you want to play it more authentically, and you're probably better at playing guitar than me, then you might want to play it, and it might be of help to you. So that is the tutorial for the song. If you do have any queries regarding anything, I know probably strumming and timing might be an issue for some people, but it's really just listening to the song and playing with the song, and then you'll figure it out really. But I think the chords are quite basic, so it's good for somebody who's just learning out. It's worth persevering if you are struggling, because there's not many songs that sound quite as nice that have got such simple chords in, I guess. So it's a good one to start with anyway. But if you've got any queries, just ask and I'll try and get back to you. Cheers.